Hello boys and girls, in the last video we looked at a type of graph. We looked at bar graphs and how easily we can see different information really in one place, and we can analyze it, or we can look at it a little bit deeper. Now in this video we are going to be looking at another type of graph. Now this type of graph is called a line graph, and that's because instead of making bars like we did in the last graph, the bar graph, we're going to be making lines. We're going to be plotting points. So what I'd like to do is use that same data that we used in the last video with strawberries, but we're going to graph it a little bit differently. It's going to look a little bit different. So if you remember, we were talking about how much my family loves strawberries, and we were looking at how much each of us ate one day last week. Okay? So if you remember, Jack ate 2 strawberries. So I'm going to go to where Jack's name is, and I'm going to count up 2 lines. 1, 2, and I'm just going to make a point. Alright, now if you remember Devereaux, my little daughter, she loves strawberries and she ate 4 of them. So let's go to Devereaux. 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's make a point. And I wasn't quite as hungry when I did this experiment, when I collected this data, and I only ate 1 strawberry. So here you can kind of already see the differences, but now what I'd like to do is I'd like to connect the dots. So boys and girls, using a line graph, this tells me a little bit different information. It's not so much of looking at it in terms of comparing it like what we did with the bar graph, but it can kind of show me some different information. What this shows me is who eats the most in the family. Well, obviously Devereaux does. So who do I really need to buy strawberries for? Devereaux. Jack will have them occasionally, and I'll have them maybe every once in a while, but Devereaux's the person that I really need to buy strawberries for, and I need to buy a lot of them because she eats so much. So this is a different way that we can look at our information. So boys and girls, this week I'm going to have you look at both bar graphs and line graphs and see what different ways you can look at the information. Look at the different ways that it looks on this graph versus a bar graph. You can compare the 2 types of graphs and see what different kinds of information you can get from the same set of data. So have fun this week and good luck.